Chrissie, have you ever heard of the comedian Basha K. Ali?
No, that sounds like something you yell at before you blow up a plane.
30 seconds remaining.
But you know what, good thing to say, I dabbled in stand-up. I haven't been disrespectful to you at all.
I was very confused by the title, Everything Everywhere All at Once, because that's also what we call it when Ash takes off his shirt.
I shouldn't be up here. I should be in school on the other side of the ocean.
Good evening. Hello. We're back. We're back. Wow, what a day. What a day we've had over here. We're back. Okay. I tried to go live last night at this time, and my computer just took a giant poop. A giant dookie. It was okay, it was my fault. I have not updated this computer in several years, and I have a MacBook which I bought several years ago when when I got fired from my day job, and I was like, "Yes, I'm doing this full time. This is my life now. I need to get a MacBook like an artistic person." When really there, as anybody who knows, who streams or even is familiar with computers, it's kind of an inferior computer. It's not really the best at handling my big load, my streaming load. But I stick with it. I treat electronics the way my husband treats clothes. I just use them till they absolutely wear down to a nub. And so it's just my computer absolutely crapped out on me, and it was like the only option was to do a full operating system update, which I tried doing it last night. I tried doing it overnight. It kept saying like 3 hours to go, 3 hours to go. I was like, okay, this computer's dead. So I sent, while I stayed home with the baby, I sent the husband out to buy a new computer. And then sure enough, as soon as he gets back, this computer wakes up again and comes back to life. And so I'm gonna keep the new computer because it's definitely time for a new one. And the one he got is not a MacBook. It's like it's for gaming and streaming, so it's better. Something I needed anyway. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's a MacBook Pro. I think it's actually the second one I've bought over the years. The first one I bought was like all one piece aluminum. I was like, I need to have this because I'm a creative person. Meanwhile, like, am I creating a PowerPoint presentation? Am I creating apps? No. Anyway, surely there's somebody in the chat who has purchased a MacBook thinking like this is the computer for me. Gaming, gay men. Yes, gay men are better. Hi guys. Oh, I missed all of you. I really did. I really was so upset I didn't go live last night. Yes, we're upstate. I really wish I could announce the cool project we're working on. Hopefully soon. Hopefully I'll get to announce it soon. I don't like to keep you guys waiting, but keep in mind that this computer has been through so much with me. This computer 2 or 3 years ago, I was doing a wrapping stream at Christmas time, and I spilled an entire cup of coffee into the computer. It was as if I had picked up the cup of coffee and just whoop, like dumped the entire thing into the keyboard, the motherboard, whatever, all the boards. And I remember I had the computer like just standing up on its side, not even in rice, just like upside down on the front seat of the car while I drove to a Best Buy. And then by the time I got it there, they were like, your computer's fine. Go home, bitch. And I was like, well, I never. Well, I never. You like MacBooks because they're easier, because they're easy. And I like a laptop I can throw like a frisbee. Yeah, me too. I like, yeah, this new one that I got is like, it's quite hefty. It's beefy. It's definitely a man's laptop, whereas MacBooks are kind of feminine. They're like sleek. Um, they're more aesthetically pleasing. There, I said it. They're pretty. Okay. What's going on? It's Thursday. I started watching The Thunderbolts because I have to watch it for Friday Night Tights tomorrow. And let me tell you, it is boring and horrible. I've only got through half of it so far. I may or may not have received an illegal download of the movie. So I'm watching it. Like, there's a lot of action, but it's so boring to me. Like, I kept falling asleep. And I don't know if that's because the movie is boring or because I stay up till like easily 3 a.m. every night, just like with the baby. Like, I'm just up watching the baby, waiting for him to wake up and need something. Is that normal? I don't think that's normal. You just did all your yard work, Tom? Is that code for something? I feel like that's code for something. Chrissie makes me spell all over my keyboard too. Well, how could you? How could you say that? I'm a married woman, Yerk. What a great name, Yerk. Because it's the Raging Cajun. Yes, we're here to talk about my favorite internet lolcow, and that is Gregg Opie Hughes. As you know, I've begun to cover Opie as he has slowly but surely joined the Dabbleverse. I manifested this. I knew this would happen. I created the Dabbleverse. I created the Opieverse. I knew that it's just like you can't pull magnets apart from each other if you build it. You know what I mean? So without the further ado, oh, you know what? No, let's have some ado. Let's talk about some of my stand-up shows that are coming up. Guys, it is May. Happy May, by the way. Come see me this month, May 17th, in Mount Kisco. This is like the town closest to me. Come see me in Westchester. The one and only Keanu Thompson will be joining me at this show, May 17th. It's a Saturday. It's like a couple Saturdays from now. So if you're a Westchester person, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, Long Island, it's in 2 weeks. What else are you doing? You might as well do it. It's not even it won't be summer yet. You don't have any plans. Come see me in Mount Kisco. It's a venue called Jazz on Main, Saturday, May 17th, with Keanu C. Thompson. It's going to be like a reunion of sorts. And then I'll be in August 8th and 9th on Long Island at the Brokerage. October 18th in Massillon, Ohio. That's Crackpots Comedy Club. Then I got Plano, Texas, San Diego, and Phoenix coming up. Stay tuned. I got to get those dates in there. Hi, Gabriel Knight. Thanks for the 5. So, Thunderbolts on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being awesome and 10 being the greatest movie ever. How amazing was it? This seems like a trick question. It's I don't really. I'm watching this movie going like I don't quite understand the lore. I don't know the backstory of any of these characters, and I don't care. You should care. I don't care. There's a woman. I think her name's Florence Pugh. She's got short blonde hair that always looks wet. She's always very serious. She's like the femme fatale ass kicker of this movie, I suppose. And I just don't give a shit. And then there's the other mopey guy. Who's the mopey actor that was in Stranger Things that went to Russia? What the hell is his name? David Harbour. He's just a mopey kind of dude. Not good. And I'm only halfway through, so who knows? Maybe my feelings will change. Hi, Viking. When is the Plano show? May try to make that one. It's got to be. I should really know this. I think it's October. I hate yawning. It gives me a double chin. There's something just when you're yawning, your body is completely out of control. You can't control a yawn. You can't stop it. You can't stifle it. You can't squelch it. So you're left just with like your mouth open like an idiot for however long it's going to take your body to yawn. Is there anybody else in the chat that hates yawning? I absolutely can't stand it. Ay! All right, I'll tell you. I'll have to let you know, Viking. It's I made a little graphic, but it's in the depths of my phone. Yawn face. Exactly. I hate yawn face. Ugh. It's guys don't mind it. Okay. Okay. Frozen in time. Yeah, I hate yawning. Can't stand it. I also really don't care for sneezing either. I just don't like anything where your body is out of your control. So, dress up like Frost again. WTF. Just for the heck of it, Chappie. Just to just to bust out and blow off the old wig. Yawn Face was a great band. It's funny. Oh God. Hans Weenus listening to Opie's podcast makes us all yawn. I was not yawning at all today until I started the live stream. I don't know what's up with that. But I'm having a great day. I've already drank a ton of water. So it's a good day. I'm going to try to do these in alphabetical order. Okay. How are you guys? Chrissy, forget Frost. Do your impression of Greta Thunberg. How dare you? I should be in school right now. I mean, Greta Thunberg is old now. Is she not? Isn't she 50? Aren't Greta and I the same age at this point? What does my old face looks like? That's what it looks like. Good. I hope it's seared into your memory. During an orgasm, you don't have control. Well, not with that attitude. Okay. Oh my God. I'm so sorry for all the yawning. It's not even late. It's 10 o'clock. Goodness gracious. Do you know where your children are? Remember that old thing? I don't like this format. All my formats are gone. Oh boy. Ah, gee. This doesn't work. Can you even see me? Can you see me? Can you see me? That looks worse. What about that? Have a pot of coffee. I start yawning at 8:30. Thank you, Courtney. Oh my goodness, I'm not the only one. Thank God. You know what it is, and this isn't even my fault, is ever since I've been breastfeeding, which has been for a year, I can't drink regular coffee. I'm just drinking decaf like a schmuck. And decaf doesn't really keep you awake. I try to trick my body that I'm drinking actual coffee when really I'm just drinking brown water that I still have to brew and make like it's real coffee, but it's not. Your body knows the difference. So I've been drinking brown water for a year instead of coffee. And it's rough because I don't want the caffeine to go into the milk. And then the bean's going to be up all night. You know how it is. Okay, without further ado, shout out to Stalin for making all these clips. This is a Opie Radio Trolls podcast deal and mouth tie.
Mike Grisman, do you remember what happened to Bobo after the fugitive bit where he turned himself in to that random businessman in the serious lobby? LOL. No, I don't remember. All right. Thanks for your $5. Though.
Great story.
Okay. So
he doesn't remember. This happened on his own show. You remember what happened to Bobo after the fugitive bit where he turned himself in to that random businessman at the serious lobby? Oh my God. This is like yawn cast tonight. I'm sorry. All right. I will not yawn again. I promise.
To that random businessman in the serious lobby. LOL. No, I don't remember. All right.
His hair.
Thanks for your $5.
His hair is completely out of control. He looks like an AIDS patient. He looks like a cancer patient. It's about to fall out.
Well, the congestion pricing plan is crazy.
What is going on? Look at his hair. It looks like the episode of Seinfeld where none of them had working showers. where they had like no hot water and they all come out of their apartments with like insane looking hair. That's what Opie looks like right now. It looks like he was out in the rain.
And the reason it matters to you watching this somewhere else, they're going to do it in your city. Can you talk about the new podcast deal you were talking about? It's not
Ooh.
massive news. I'm just moving
Look,
my
there's a dog on the beach. Is this Opie's Hamptons beach? Is that one of his friends from the Hamptons named Mint Diggity?
podcast somewhere else, but we're still talking about a few things.
A few things.
But when I move my podcast this other place, it'll certainly help with views. It'll help with
sure it will.
Marketing, and it'll also help with money.
Other buzzwords, marketing, algorithms, uploads, downloads. That's how my mom used to talk about the internet. Everything was an upload or a download. She was like, I was like, Mom, did you get my email? No, I haven't uploaded your email yet. I have to upload it and then I download it and then I can read it.
The money. And then maybe I don't have to beg for money every morning. Give me your $5.
Oof.
In other news, you guys have nothing on Trump's first 100 days. Are you serious? It's not still in negotiations. No, it's not a massive over the top. It's not a massive deal like doing a part-time show on an AM station in the middle of a Sunday night. It's not that massive.
Okay,
but
okay. She brought up Anthony. Can he even go? He hasn't even gone 2 minutes yet, and he's brought up Anthony. Don't blame the beloved chatters. Opie brings it up all by himself.
It'll help me and my podcast a little bit. Okay. All right. Let's say hi to Mark's $4.99. Hey, Ope, just found out you do a live stream. I love O&A. Looking back, did you like your role on the show? Or
just found out you do live streams. It is the year 2025. When was Opie and Anthony? You're not doing a good job if I just found out you do live streams. Yes, there was a homeless man complaining that there was an old blonde man harassing him, and I realized it was you.
Did you wish you were one of the okay, thanks, Mark.
He almost read it out loud. I love Done. Looking back, did you like your role on the show, or did you wish you were one of the funny ones? Good one, Marks.
There's plenty of examples all over the internet of me being funny. See, that's the problem with reading this shit cold. So let me ban him. He got banned
for that comment. Ruthless. Oh my goodness. Just for saying, do you wish you were one of the funny ones? Gets you banned on Opie Radio. I don't know. Would that get you banned on Opie Unleashed? I don't know. But it gets you banned on Opie Radio. He is in a mood today. Well, this was okay, it's May 1st. This was April 29th. So this was several days ago. I am behind, folks. I am behind. This was 2 days ago. Okay.
Ope's not funny thing is so stupid. There's examples of me being funny all over the goddamn.
I'm so funny. You can look it up on the internet.
Place. Was I funnier than Jim Norton and Anthony Cumia on a regular basis? No, of course not.
No.
But I had more than my moments. Why am I explaining it to you?
Why am I explaining it to you? Because you're insecure and deep down you know you're not funny. Dun, dun, dun. And that's okay, Opie. You can just embrace not being funny. Not everyone can be funny. Okay? Just like not everyone is blonde. Not everyone has your black mouth.
A lot's going to come out as far as that relationship goes. But we're going to do who the man in a second. But Turk February morning about China. People have no idea how much products would cost to make here. You would pay 10 times as much for mouth dye made in the USA. I don't know
the beauty and smoothness with which that person was able to get him to read that. Oh, wow. Really commendable. That's how you, I guess, go about. That's the perfect Opie super chat. Is something that like captures his attention at the beginning and like, oh, he's like, oh, this is about me. This is interesting. And then he's reading it, and then he steps in it and he goes, oh. And then at the last minute, you either call him unfunny or talk about his black mouth. Perfect. Well done, Turk.
I don't understand what you're getting at, but yeah, you make a very, very good point. If you
Mouth
made a lot of
guy.
these products in America, it would cost an insane amount of money.
What has anyone figured out what's going on with him? Does he drink a bottle of wine and then immediately fall asleep without brushing his teeth and then wake up with the wine mouth? Does anyone know what's happening? Can someone look into this? Mouthgate. Okay. Hey. Okay. Not everyone has a comb. It must hurt to know that even Bill Burr is funnier than you. Funnier than Opie? Well, yeah. Faux show. I hope Chrissy has the clip where someone asked him if he blew a squid. Oh my God, when was that? What's the deal with him saying he has a 5-year hard stop on affording his lifestyle? No way. Never live outside your means, people. Like, have 2 homes in 2 of the most expensive places, like New York City, Manhattan, and the Hamptons. He should have sold the Hamptons home. And he should have moved out of New York City to like Pennsylvania, where like your money goes so much farther. Farther? Chrissy, where is Opie from? He lives in Manhattan. I think he's from Massachusetts. I could be wrong though. People in the chat are smarter than me. Opie gonna lose his shit when Jim and Voss go on Ant WABC show this month. Oh, do you know what date that's happening? I would love to tune in. Okay. Let's see. Was this the end of this one?
What you're getting at, but yeah.
I don't know what you're getting at. This shoe blow. Oh, we have to find the clip of him saying. Someone asked him if he blew a squid. That's so great. Yeah, that sounds like a Hamptons activity, doesn't it?
You make a very, very good point. If you made a lot of these products in America, it would cost an insane amount of money.
He tried to say inordinate, and then he didn't know how to say it, so he said insane. Who caught that? Let's play it again. Okay. Okay, let's go to the next clippy. Stop the screen. Stop the screen. Doopy doopy doo 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 doo. Now I'm just a circle on your screen. I'm just a little circle on your screen. Let's go to the next clip. I hope this one involves him blowing a squid. Do 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 do. Thank you, Stalin, for this clip.
Hair's looking good, is it? All right. I woke up and
That's gonna be sarcasm right there. Your hair does not look good, Opie. Is this a different window? The view looks different than usual. Is this the other side of his apartment? Let me look at the other one. Yes, it is. This must be a different window. Because this one overlooks the river. The other one didn't. Interesting. Multiple views. Somebody's doing well.
I put a comb across my head. Is that the song? No, I don't own a comb. Why would you own a comb? Owning a comb is stupid. I don't even see them for sale anymore, right?
What's the deal with combs? See, this is me being funny.
I think I started that trend many years ago. I decided to go through life without a comb or a brush. And I think a lot of people do the same damn thing. They just use their fingers with some gel in the morning, right? Little wax, and then you're good to go.
No, grown men shouldn't be using wax in their hair. That's for teenagers.
Brush your hair and stop being word. Okay, thank you. No, I'm not going to brush my hair. Why would I brush my hair? That's stupid.
He barely has hair.
Why the hell would I ever do that? That's dumb. Ope's been hitting the bottle this morning. Yeah, okay. All right.
This never gets old. Oh gosh, just keep thinking of ways to make fun of his oh purple mouth. I swear to God, if I was him and I got one comment about my mouth being purple, I would never touch wine for as long as I live. I would be like, well, I guess I'm moving on to Chardonnay or vodka or something that's not going to stay in my mouth. He just, these purple mouth, black mouth comments are flowing, and he just keeps on keeping on.
Thank you. Let's get rid of you.
Oh, purple mouth. Is he gonna get banned?
Because people are sticking up for a raging alcoholic. You see, anything the raging alcoholic is, I have to be, right?
Hold on. Are you trying to make an Anthony dig here? Let's rewind it.
Because people are sticking up for a raging alcoholic. You see, anything the raging alcoholic is, I have to be, right?
Is he calling Anthony a raging alcoholic? This is so unprompted. This is out of nowhere.
Never do that. That's dumb. Ope's been hitting the bottle this morning. Yeah, okay. All right, thank you. Let's get rid of you.
He almost read it.
Because people are sticking up for a raging alcoholic. You see, anything the raging alcoholic.
That must be it. What other raging alcoholics does he know of? And I wouldn't even consider Anthony a raging alcoholic. In fact, he's very much cut back on drinking since his whole heart thing. So what is you talking about, Opie?
Is I have to be, right? I have to be ugly and I have to be a heavy drinker, right? Is that
Nobody said you were ugly. Homie, you brought that up yourself. This might be his inner monologue.
The game plan nowadays? Go away. That's what I was talking about yesterday with the dishonesty on the.
I really like his voice, and he goes, "Go away. Wow, you're bad."
Social media platforms. I try to live a good life. I really do. I try. I'm not perfect. I work on myself pretty much every day. I try to eat a little better every day. I try to exercise a little.
I drink red wine because I hear it's healthy for you.
A little more every day. And that's not good enough, because when someone hates you and they don't got the good stuff, they just make up crap. Supposedly I got a purple. I don't have a purple mouth. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe.
Supposedly I have a purple mouth. It looks purple from here.
There's a shadow when I'm live streaming in this room. If I really gave a shit, maybe I would try to.
It's a shadow. Maybe I need to light my mouth better so that there's not so many shadows on my mouth.
Try to light up the scene a little bit more, and then you don't have to worry about my purple mouth, which is non-existent, you weirdos. But that's all they got.
Yeah, Opie, get a very specific light for your mouth. You need to light your mouth better. That's what's going on. I mean, do you drink wine? Yes or no? Answer. Like someone who doesn't drink wine would go, "What are you talking about? I don't drink anything purple. I don't drink soda. I don't drink wine. I don't drink grape drink." But he clearly has been hitting the vino.
That's all they got when you try to live a good life. And it's kind of sad what people will do to you out there. They just will make up horrendous stuff. I said it recently to some really good friends of mine. Yeah, I got friends too, believe it or not.
Wow.
Another dumb thing people are trying to push out there. And they were talking about my fame and the big radio show back in the day. And I looked at this person, and I think you know it by now because of what I'm doing these days. I said, I don't know if I would become a public figure if I was starting out today, because these people today, oh my God, it's just terrible out there. You get they got I like to call it the easy pass.
Well, good thing you're not a public figure anymore, Opie, and most people don't know who you are. So you really dodged a bullet there.
They got the easy pass right to you these days. When I was coming up, man, if you didn't like me, you had to call the radio station and wait on hold for days, not for hours, for days. And then maybe I would finally get to you, and then you would say something like,
yeah, which is why you had such an ego. He hates this equal opportunity access that social media brings. He hates that all his haters can just are just one super chat, one regular chat away, tweet comments, because he likes to feel elitist, like he's better than everybody. Oh, I miss when everyone had to wait on hold and kiss my foot, and if they were lucky, I would let them on, but usually I would not. Stewie Fell, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. I wonder who those memberships are going to. I wonder if Opie's going to get one. Okay.
you suck, after waiting on hold for days. Or if you were a real sociopath, you would write a letter. And most of the letters, we just simply didn't read. We just didn't read them. But every once in a while, maybe you open it up, one of them, and it's written in chicken scratch. You suck. And now today, these poor people trying to do anything online, they just get crushed day in and day out. I don't think I would put myself through it if I was starting out today, to be honest. I don't know if it would have been worth it. We got the Dante. Jim Norton trashed you on his live stream last night. Yeah, I don't care, Dante. You're one of those. You're probably. You know what? I'm getting rid of you.
Oh,
I think
man.
shit. I was stupid for a while. I was taking the bait of some of the stuff that these people. I wanted to trust the people in the chat.
Why?
I wanted to trust you.
Why would you trust the chat? I mean, you guys.
I've gotten bad information, but
why would you trust your chat?
To me, it might as well have been true with all the trashing that has gone on for decades at this point. So we're gonna try not to take the bait as much. All right. What else is going on? It's kind of a lazy. Hey, Hope, don't know if you're aware, but Anthony liked your past episode when you traveled and were with an old friend. He thought it was entertaining and gave you props. Maybe peace between you, but I don't give a shit if Anthony likes my stuff. I don't give a shit if Anthony hates my stuff.
Listen to
the guy spent pretty much 20 years trashing me, so I don't give a crap what he likes and doesn't like. But thank you for the info. If that's even true, I don't even know. All right.
That's even
why do you fear success and ignore Tukey and Carter? Because I'm not a dabbler. I'm not in the dabble verse.
Yes, you are.
I don't fear success.
You're in the
I had an
Dabbleverse.
insanely successful career. People.
I'm insanely successful. And now look at you. We're all on the same playing field, Opie. You, me, the puppet, the potato. We're all peers. Okay? You might not be in the Dabbleverse, but the Dabbleverse is in you.
People need me to be something I don't know if I want to be anymore. I was successful since I was 18 years old, all the way up until, God knows, 30 something years. I was so successful.
I was so successful, and now he goes back and forth between patting himself on the back, talking about how great he was, how famous he was. Oh, people would have to wait on hold. To now he's like, oh God, it's such a drag. People have too much access. Dude, like, if it really sucks that much, log off. And don't do these little live streams.
This is why, B Dabbler, I don't like you people, because you're all a bunch of liars. How do I fear success if I was insanely successful from the age of 18 all the way up until almost old age?
Until almost old age. Why would I fear success if I already had success and now I don't have success? Maybe he's afraid of failure then, which is why he doesn't try, which is why we can see his ring light almost like a setting sun over this body of water he lives on top of.
What part of that is fearing success? And then it's stuff like this that makes me not want to dip my toes in the Dabbleverse. Oh my God!
You're more than a couple toes in, Opie. You're about armpit deep.
God, Oppenheimer, did you eat an octopus? Blackmouth. I'm telling you, I don't have a black.
Did you eat an octopus? Does someone also say, did you blow it a squid? Blackmouth. Oh, it's so funny.
If that's all you got, I don't know what to do. Let me get rid of you. I don't have a black mouth. I don't know. It might be the lighting in here. Or
it's like multiple black mouth comments a day. If I were getting this many comments, I would be like in the dentist office every week, be like, what is going on? Because if it's not the wine, it's got to be something else. What else is going to do that? Wine is the only thing that can make your mouth black like that. Literally, is he falling asleep every night with a bottle of wine in his mouth like a baby? I have no other answer for how he could look like this.
Or a shadow, but I don't have a black mouth. And if that's all you got for my live stream, you're not welcome here.
Black mouth.
Come up with real crap for me, all right?
It does look black, though.
The horrendous Mike Tyson photo should be used for his obituary someday. Oh, Anthony's Anthony got really mad when that picture made it to the internet. Oh my God. Dude, okay. Is this still funny or is it just sad? Jess is sad, everybody. Jess is sad. Jess, are you sad? Dude has a breakdown over being a massive failure. More just all right. I
was so famous. Let me remind you again.
Get rid of this person. Just more lies. Where's my breakdown? I'm having a wonderful life. One of the other things I decided was to put my priorities in order. I'm sure I could be doing more than I'm doing. I'm sure I can. But my priorities are different these days. I want to enjoy my kids growing up. I want to enjoy my wife. When the Opie and Anthony show was just absolutely insane, it didn't leave a lot of time for much else. If you want to know the truth. So that's another reason why I'm doing what I'm doing, and I'm happy doing it. Where's the break? Where's the breakdown? What is wrong with you people? For real?
This looks like
what went wrong in your life that
a little breakdown.
You're hoping that someone, a bunch of you probably were fans back in the day. You're hoping that someone has a major breakdown. What is wrong with you and your life that's what you're hoping for? Whether it's me or somebody else. That's creepy. All the years that I was a huge competitor in the radio world, right? Taking out everybody.
Huge success. Let me remind you all again.
Taking on Howard Stern, toe to toe, jabbing him, punching him. He barely fought back. I never wanted anything terrible to happen to the guy. That's the difference. That's weird, man. Right? No one's seeing your crappy comments, dudes. All right, no one.
Except for when you bring them up on the screen. Opie, these aren't even super chats. You don't have to bring up regular chats onto the screen. You are in control, buddy.
I kind of learned about gaslighting and projecting. So all the stuff that the guy you're defending does. Raging alcoholic.
Oh, now he
looking like a pilot.
He does this thing where he doesn't know his name. That he who will not be named. Is he still talking about Anthony?
The shit. Now you project that onto me. Oh my God. Hi, Aaron. Anthony succeeded more than Opie. How? Opie took all his money and invested it. Anthony took all his money and created a failed network. Now he's on AM radio and Opie's retired. Hey, Aaron, I'm not retired.
Hey, I'm not retired. You seem retired.
Hey, Aaron, I'm not retired. I still got my toes in the business. Don't say I'm retired.
What are your toes doing other than this live stream? You act retired.
Don't say I'm retired. Your fall from grace is so depressing, is it? There's my fall from grace. This is what I'm looking at this morning.
Wow, all he has is this view. He's just hanging on. You know, by the way, you can create the same view with a fake background, Opie. You don't have to spend thousands of dollars every month to live in Manhattan. Just saying.
I know. I'm so bummed out. I'm so depressed. Hell's Kitchen. I'm so bummed out. I'm so depressed. My fall from grace. Oh my God. I know. Just imagine you had a huge radio show. You invested
Huge.
wisely. You buy 3 spectacular properties.
Oh, 3? Where's the mystery third property, Opie? Do you guys know? We have Hamptons. We have Manhattan. Where's the other one? Martha. Is it Martha's Vineyard? Where else do rich people live? Oh, had. His third properties in Philly. Oh my God. Why? Why Philly? Fook Sauce Dabbler for 5. O&A literally created the culture of going after people and the pests. Opie, you were part of creating this and wanting access to entertainers. Good point. Good point, Fook Sauce. Fuke Sauce. He just hates that they have so much access. And he can't, you know, sit above everyone. Good point, though. Doop doop doop. Chris from Michigan. Thanks for the 5. Hi, Chrissy. You're so pretty. Oh my gosh, really? Thank you. It's comments like this which makes me happy I brushed my hair today. Thank you, Chris. The Blue Origin for 2. Opie's one of my biggest customers. JW for 5. He doesn't fear success. He doesn't get near success. That would be like E-Rock's fear of stepping on a treadmill. You guys are on fire tonight. That's true. He doesn't fear success because he don't even try. And if you don't try, you can't fail. Stewie felt for 2. Maybe Gregg is drinking that lean. What do you mean that lean? Dawn for 2. Ghost Garoo. Is that a Opie or a Stuttering John-ism?
One that I don't really talk about at all. And this is so depressing. And then I get to hang out with my wife and kids. I don't have to report to a business and a boss that's a shithead. I know all of this is so depressing. I despise people like you because you're just insanely dishonest. I honestly have always despised dishonest people. Being honest.
Is it dishonest to say like that you've done nothing for your career in what, 20 years? When was Opie and Anthony relevant? The early aughts? The 2010s? Okay, 15 years he hasn't done anything. Like you could have smart investments, sure, but like career-wise, he has done nothing. Is Westwood 1? Is that something we're proud of?
Career especially got me in a whole bunch of trouble. A whole bunch. But I tried as best I could to be as honest as I could. So what people like you, I despise because you're just an insanely dishonest
And why
person.
would you bring the comment up on the screen just to be bummed out? I don't understand you, Opie. I think you like to get upset.
Brewing up a decent blowout. Well, my hair did.
That's what I say to the baby after he's had a big meal. I go, "You brewing up a decent blowout."
Kind of like my hair did lately. You know, some mornings I'm going to come in front of this camera with the worst bedhead you've ever seen. You know what? I don't give a crap. I don't need to look pretty for anybody. I don't.
Not even yourself? Not even your wife that you supposedly love spending time with and your kids?
Give a crap. Whatever podcast network you use, my podcast is on it. I'm on every single one of them. And I'm moving my podcast to a bigger platform. People are trying to make a little more out of it.
Bigger platform? What's bigger than YouTube? Where you have access to like millions of people. What you doing, Opie?
And it really is. I'm just moving my podcast to a bigger platform. I got recruited a little bit.
Oh.
They're basically saying we see some potential.
Oh my God, he's so jealous of Anthony. Wow. He probably sought this out himself.
Yeah, we see where you should be getting more downloads. We certainly could get you more monetization. So why don't you move over to us? And I'm like, well, hell yeah, I'll do that.
Oh my God, what a cope.
And that's all it is.
What a cope.
It's not a massive change for the people out there that listen to my podcast on a regular basis. And it looks like a lot of you do. The numbers have been.
Is this the podcast? Does he do some other podcast where he like has a show and makes sense? I'm so confused.
Very, very nice lately. I want him to be bigger. That's why I'm not officially retired, Aaron. My thing is, if I could do it my way and it grows, oh my God, I would be the happiest boy in the land. Yes. But I can't announce that yet because we're still kind of like just talking a little bit because there's some things I'm a little worried about. I want to make sure if I move over to this one podcast platform that, some of these places have exclusivity. Like
I'm worried they're not going to have the kind of wine I like. Stocks in.
Spotify does with the Joe Rogan, or does he now? I don't know. But, they pay him all that money, but you can only get them through Spotify. I think in the podcast world, especially at my level in podcasting sucks at D. So I can't be exclusive to anybody. I need to be on all the platforms to hopefully, build a bigger audience. All right.
Doesn't sound too
Actual
happy.
name. Oh,
I always like when the video goes to something you would never watch. Total Borehammer. I don't even know what that is. I've heard people mention it. Okay. Third and final clip. Deranged Lunatic. Thanks for the 2. Opie must be a real joy to live with. Yes, especially if you want to drink wine. You're like, well, all the wine's gone. Wasn't he on public free radio for a long time? I think so. I wonder what his favorite wine is. Let's find out. Could that be our goal for the week? Okay. Yes, good point, Stan. Wasn't being on FM radio for years enough time to build an audience? Right, he had just as much time to build an audience as Anthony Cumia did. How does Anthony Cumia have this huge audience and Opie doesn't? What can we attribute that to? A serious red Chianti. Whenever he drinks, it's in a box. He drinks box wine 100%. Oy. Like a Merlot. I can't get behind Merlot. Okay. Third and final clip of the day. I can't believe I've been doing this for 48 minutes already. It's because I was just so excited to see you guys. Yeah, let's find out what his favorite wine is. Maybe I could send him a wine gift. Like, oh my God, maybe like I'll send him Wine of the Month Club. Let's find out when his birthday is. Okay. It's just a happy little troll. Jim, this clip is from Unique. Jim Norton trashes Opie with his transgender wife. Ooh, we love Nikki and Jim.
All right. Hi, Cracker Barrel. Your dog Greg pees like it's a pro. He's been peeing since he was 18 months. Yeah, he must pee a lot in front of 3 people. Let's see. $50,000. April Fool. Oh, sorry.
April
Fools. I Edgared very loudly into my own ear. Please don't spill that.
That's funny.
I know you're going to spill that.
Norton is so funny. I like that.
Doug Bell is probably my favorite.
Doug Bell. I have a
Doug
Bell mug and like 2 Doug Bell t-shirts still.
I don't know many people like Chip, but I do.
The super chat was, hey, Jim, I know people are begging for more Chip, but I truly think Doug Bell is your magnum opus. Inside the Actors Studio did with Aaron Berg was amazing. It was. God, it was so funny.
No guys like Doug, like for real. Guys that just, they're 15 years behind. They're always trying to get in on the conversation. They're living in memories. that to them are fucking interesting, but no one else cares about. You know,
like Opie.
so yeah, I definitely agree. There's Doug Bell is probably my favorite. And look, who knows? Me and Aunt, you said, let's see, you and Aunt, where are you? Sorry. The other week was perfect. Oh, you're in the UK. Thanks, Jason. Yeah, that was really fun. But I was so sick when I did that because you could hear my voice. But because it was Anthony, I wasn't going to cancel it. But I was coughing. I really, really was relatively sick.
Relatively.
When we did that.
Poor Jim.
So I would definitely do it again as soon as he's up.
Cool. That would be great. If that
But
were
I think
a regular
Opie saying
thing.
to me, I just popped it up. I mean, who cares what he says about anything?
What do you think of Opie saying you and Anthony are not real friends? Oh,
It's just such idiocy. Anthony is one of my closest friends.
I've never met Opie.
We've been friends for, close to 25 years. I mean, I don't know. How do you prove you have friends to someone who doesn't?
Just burn the hatchet.
No, it's not happening. It's not happening. Love from.
Oh, how quickly he said it's not happening. There'll be no hatchet burying. Is it burn the hatchet or bury the hatchet? Let's see. What does Nikki say?
We've been friends for, close to 25 years. I mean, I don't know. How do you prove you have friends to someone who doesn't?
What if you all just burn the hatchet?
No, it's not happening. It's not happening.
Ooh.
Love from jolly old England to both of us. Just because I love interacting with Anthony, but I have no desire to do the other thing. I don't hate Opie. I just don't care if I ever talk to him again.
Yeah.
I have no desire to interact
Which
with
is
him.
worse than hate. It's like true apathy. Oh, I just got chills.
No desire to, hey, you think he'd do shit? I don't care. Like it's not something that I have a strategy for because I have zero interest in ever communicating again. Yes, I can't wait to get there. 10 pounds. Thank you, Nathan.
You lose 10.
I need to lose a lot more
because it would be too complicated for you guys.
I'd like to hear it.
But I'd
like to hear it.
Everything about, and I'm also, by the way, I know you guys are not going to believe this. And
Insane.
honestly, DGAF, I'm a psychic. Seriously. I have a pretense
psycho
emotional connection to the universe. I know what's going to happen. I know when it's going to happen. About, not like on the dot, but I can make things happen just by thinking about it. And
she's a manifester.
I don't care what you guys think. This is the reality. This is truth.
You hear Opie's live streams and the stuff he says about Anthony's.
What's the man and manifest? You don't know what you just said.
Yeah, again, I don't hear it. I don't listen to it because I don't.
What was the super chat he mentioned? He said, "Hey Jim, I hear Opie's live streams and the stuff he says about Anthony is ridiculous and how y'all last that many years around him. He's ridiculous."
Stuff he says about Anthony's. Yeah, again, I don't hear it. I don't listen to it because I'm not a guy who hate watches things.
He doesn't listen to Opie Unleashed. He's got like better things to do. He's relevant. He's working. He doesn't have to keep pointing to his view.
Because I don't want to waste my time on something I don't like. Like I just, you know what I mean? If I don't like something, I don't watch it or listen to it. I have no interest in him. So I don't listen to him to get angry. I don't wish him well. I don't wish him bad luck. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not a guy who like too much of podcasting and interacting online is people digging into each other's shit. Let me see what he said about me. And I just don't give a fuck about, and there's so much.
He's in such a good place mentally. He sounds good.
Much of it going on so many different levels from so many different people. I think all of it is incredibly lazy and boring because it's so just let me see what he said. Then I'll remark and then he'll say something on his podcast. And there's very few guys that do it well. There's a few guys that are really good at that.
Yes, great legs.
Podcasts. There's a few other guys that are good broadcasters and get into things and keep it really interesting. But the majority of it is a bunch of people who are just basically want to just kind of turn on a computer and have nothing to talk about other than what someone else is saying about them. I just find that incredibly boring. And we did it on the radio for years. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I can't wait to get to the old dirty porch city of Toronto. Always a pleasure. Now, I would love to have DeRosa on Can't Save You. And I asked him, but he was unavailable when I was in Austin because I think he was back with his dad in Pennsylvania.
Wow, he just like could not care less about Opie.
So, I have done
Was he laughing about this Andy Dick comment? I don't know.
Story Wars. They just convinced me, requested me to do it again, but I think that they're taping on a different night now, and it's a night when I do the Fat Black, so I have to see what time. Luis Gomez just texted me. No, Andy Dick did not grope me.
Oh,
but I'm probably not his type anyway. I'm fat, busted, fat bosomed.
Not my type.
That's funny.
See, this is her trying to make up. I hate that.
I'm joking. I'm making rude jokes.
She makes rude jokes, but then she thinks I'm upset, and she gives me.
Everyone knows I love American Men. Ask any person I've been with in the past.
How does that help anyone in this room right now?
Nikki's funny.
Plus, it was time to talk to all those people. Yeah, fucking Andy Pecker. Hold on a second. Oh, here's the thing. The guy's asking questions on Jim Norton. We can barely hear us. Audio for the guys. And the people calling in. Yeah, we're working on audio with that. It's an app. It's not like a dedicated phone line. That's the only difference between this. There's like a little delay between each caller and when we can answer them. Like when you watch a Tucker Carlson hit, Tucker will ask a question and the guy sits there and then 20 seconds later answers.
Yeah, I don't like that either. That always makes me feel awkward. Cheeky Calzone. Oh my God, I just saw you super chat and now you're here. Cheeky Calzone. I think it's deeper than fear of failure. I think he doesn't want to confront that without Anthony, he'd never have succeeded in the first place. Oh my God, you're right. You're right. And that's why he cannot go a stream without mentioning Anthony. I think part of him does like the hate. Because without the hate, without the association to Anthony, what does he have? Stewie fell for 5. I don't understand winos. After 2 or 3 glasses, I get a vinegar-like film in my mouth. It's true. And you get headaches from wine. I mean, I used to drink quite a bit in my day. Before I was with child, I would drink all the time. And now I don't drink at all. And I'm no fun and I don't have coffee.
We cut that out of post-production so you don't hear it on the podcast. But yeah, it's still a bit of a work in progress. We're only 16 episodes in.
I really like when you do the podcast from home because I get to say hi.
Yeah,
Aw.
yeah.
That's nice.
We had a very funny one. I'll show you this great picture we took. Hold on now.
Hi, Jeff. Skankfest is like one of the most fun events I've ever been to.
Oh,
Ever.
It was fun.
It was just so nice. And I also want to say Tony Hinchcliffe. Shout out to Tony Hinchcliffe.
Yeah.
Because he has been the nicest out of any person that I met. Tony Hinchcliffe has been the most asserting, inclusive.
Oh,
just honestly the blissful person that I've ever met.
He's
in
been great.
The industry period.
wow.
He made sure. So when I was at Joe Rogan's club, when Jim was doing Kill Tony, I wasn't actually going to be there, but Jim is like, he's calling me and he's like, hey, Nikki, I really think you should come. And I'm like,
Aw.
why? And I'm like getting ready. And I'm like, I just think you should come. Because I wasn't going to go.
Yeah, she was just going to sit in the hotel. And I'm like, come hang out with
Aw.
everybody.
When I was young, I
Yeah.
listened to the Judds all the time. And I come there and all of a sudden, Winona Judd is there. Of course, I'm starstruck. I mean, who wouldn't
Winona
be?
Judd.
I'm like, wow. And Tony Hinchcliffe just made sure that I sat next to her and her sweet husband
way.
during all of the Kill Tony
That's great.
thing. And honestly, I'll forever, ever be grateful for
That's so cool.
his generosity. And I'm not trying to sound like
Yeah.
whatever, but he's amazing. Tony
Yeah.
Hinchcliffe is I love him so much.
Yeah, I
He's
love
So
Tony
nice.
too. And yeah, he's just,
amazing.
you're always nicer to people who are nice to your wife. I mean, it is what it is,
But
right?
I'm not used to being that nice to.
I've
And
nev-
he went out of his way to be
Aw.
that nice to me, and that'll
so great.
sit with me until I'm in the casket.
Oh.
I
Huh.
love.
Do you have to take it to there though? Until you're dead?
It's just it changed my life.
Hi,
Oh, wow.
Nikki tends to languish in the dramatic. Nikki
Oh.
is
How
so
cute are
hot.
they
Yeah,
together?
I'm gonna
Thank
get
you so much.
I'm gonna get a cup of water before we wrap up.
I don't want to wrap.
We
up.
have to. It's already 10.
I feel euphoric with you people. I wish we were all having a party
Aw.
together, all 300 of us.
Oh, Nikki looks like a little snow bunny.
Well, I just, you
The
know,
Norwegian death thing.
yeah,
I love Norwegians.
he's really sweet.
I'm
First
him.
and foremost, Nikki, Tony Hinchcliffe is so nice to you because it's part of your community. But aside from that, so Jim Norton decided
Oh,
to
is that a gay joke? Oh, okay, I understand now.
go live with his wife, Nikki, and questions were asked. Jimmy gave an initial Opie smashing, but then moved on from it, even though more him because trying to get into
I don't need this commentary.
real
I have my own.
game, Shuli. And we're gonna I think I would challenge you to. So Jimmy basically saying like he doesn't want
Okay. Okay. Cool. Do. Elmo song. That's the only songs that are in my head now are things that we put on for the baby. It's a video within a video. I know, videoception too much. I used to do a unique voice impression, but I can't anymore. If it wasn't for Anthony Cumia, Opie would have been a program director. Yeah, he would have. He should just get over it, dude. Like, you're not funny. You were never funny, but you did pretty great for someone who's not funny. You bought 3 properties. Cool. That was fun, guys. It was good to catch up. Tomorrow, my goodness, I can't believe it's May already. Where does the time go? I can't believe the baby's 1 year old. Time is really flying by. Come see me and Keanu 2 weeks from today. In Mount Kisco at Jazz on Main, 9:00 show. For tickets, go to jazzonmain.com. It's truly going to be such a blast, a nice intimate venue. And then what else? Other fun things in the works. Other fun little interviews with people. So yeah, good to see everybody. Oh my gosh, coming in at the last moment, a super chat from Johnny Recaps. Thanks for the 10. Happening, Chicky. Since becoming a mom, have you noticed any difference in your joke writing? Yes. It has really very much changed who I am as a person. Having a kid is so fulfilling. Like, I could never well, let me say. I don't know that I could never get on stage again, but it really fills up your tank in terms of like love and validation and purpose that I don't need comedy as much. Like, I still love it so much and I love making people laugh, but if like, I don't know, if I lost like help with the childcare and I just had to stay home and watch, I'd be like, all right, it's fine. I would not be resentful at all in the least. It's just the best thing ever. I guess joke writing, maybe like the subject matter is more relatable now since lots of other people are parents too. I'm tired. I'm just exhausted. I'm just always tired. And no, I'm not retiring. Never. I will not become a mommy blogger. No. I would say so it makes you boring. No, I'm exhausted. I just no, I don't sleep. Can't remember the last time I've slept maybe more than 3 hours at a time. But yeah, I feel more relatable since having a baby. It's also just the best thing ever. If you guys haven't done it, do it. Don't be scared. Have a kid. That's my take. But it sure does take up a whole lot of your time and like mental capacity. Okay. Yes. Okay, with that, Ray Romano's. Hey, oh, my comedy's turning into Ray Romano. Oh, mom. Ay. Owning a pit bull is similar. Ay. Yeah, not any kid, your own. No, yeah, don't get just any kid. You have to have your own. Team no kids? Don't do it. Have a kid. It's life-changing. You will regret not doing it. I don't know. What do I know? Maybe not. Tell Pee-wee's audience that Chrissie Mayr sent you. Oh, we're going to Pee-wee? Is that the stream that we're going to now? Junior. Where are you going? I guess I have to work on that. John McHugh. I'm gonna guess that you're Opie. Hello, Opie. You don't want to be a single mom? You won't be, Courtney. Just put it out there. Manifest. I'm gonna manifest you a man. I'll put the man in manifest. Okay, love you guys. I will see you soon. Yeah, stay away from the blacks. But other than that, you're doing great. Love you all. Goodbye.